Hello guys and welcome back to this project series. So in today's project we are going to make directory management automation with our Python. So what we are going to achieve, so let's say we are going to create different folders automatically, and we are going to put down different file formats into different folders. So let's say if there are videos, so we are going to put that in videos folder. If there are documents, or let's say images, we are going to put that in different folders. So we are going to build automation for that with Python. Let me show you how we are going to achieve this. Let me run this code. Okay, so here we have to provide our location to the directory. So let's say I have a directory in which we have several file formats. So just copy this directory location, go to your VS Code and paste this over here. So file organized successfully. So now go back to your directory. Let's go back to the directory. So now observe, we have created different folders, and inside everyone different file formats are there. So in images there are images, in music there are music files, in others there are other file formats, and in videos there are video file formats, correct? So we are going to try and achieve this. So how we are going to create this is, so let's create a new file. We are going to say organize.py, correct? So we are going to use two libraries. So first one is your OS. We'll say import OS. So why do we use this? To communicate with our operating system. And the second one is your shuttle. So we use this library to move our files from one directory to other directory. So now we are going to create a function which is going to organize our files. So we'll create a method for this, and inside this method what should be provide the location to the directory, correct? So we'll provide the directory location, and according to that it will organize the files, correct? So in this we'll just create a list of items. So what we are going to create in this dictionary, so in dictionary we are going to create different file formats. So first, this is our folder name images, so it will be our key values, and the value which we are going to put. So in images, what different kinds of what file formats can be there? So we can say JPG will be there. What other items can be there? So JPG can be there, JPEG can be there, dot JPEG. You can create this according to your own if you want to. PNG. So we'll check if file is containing this extensions, then it will be put down into the images folder. GIF. What other extensions can be there? So BMP can be there, correct? So this will be our first list, correct? So what let's say after this documents can be there. So these keys are our folders name, it will work as our folders name. So in documents what extensions can be there? So PDF can be there. What others can be there? It can be a doc, let's say PPT can be there. So you can put it according to you, it doesn't matter. Let me just create this fast. So after that what we can do, PPT, PPTX, PTX and so on. You can put down many more. So documents, what others can be there? Videos can be there. Okay, so in videos what file formats can be there? MP4s can be there. 3 will put down into music. AVF can be there. AVI can be there. Okay, so let's put down now MOV and FLV. Happening, something is wrong. Okay, so after videos which other folder do we want? We can say others. So in others all the other file formats can be there. So let's put this at last before others. Let's put down one more. Let's say we have images, documents, so music files can be also there. So in music files, what can we have? Which kind of extensions can we have? So we can have mp3.wav, can have mp3 extension, can have wav, again an extension. And what else can we have? We can have MOV. We took it in the video section, so we can say AC. Okay, so this list will work as our uh, folders and the file formats which we are going to put it inside. Correct. So this is our method. So after this, in the same method only, what we are going to do, we are going to iterate through all this. We'll say for folder in file types, we have created files only, so we'll say files. You then we can say keys, because we are going to iterate through the keys. Correct. So inside keys, what do we have? We have our folders names, so we are going to iterate through our folders name. Then we are going to create our folders path. What will be the path of our folder? So it will be the path which we are providing from source directory. So we can just say os, which we have imported, and we can use the method path. So inside this method path, we'll join our source directory's address, so that it goes to the source directory first, and then it creates the folder. Correct. So now we have created the folder. Now we are going to check if it's there or not. So we'll say if not in, then again we are going to use our os. So os we have already imported path, and we can use the another method exist folder path. Correct. So we are checking if it is existing or not. So if it is not there, we are going to just create it. So if it's not already there, then it will be created, otherwise it won't be created. So you can make use of make directory, so it creates your directory. So folder path. So now our folders will be created. So after doing this, what do we have to do? So now we have to iterate through all the files, so that we can check for each and every file and put them into the folders accordingly. So for that, what we can say, we can easily use a for loop. So uh, files we have created. Okay, so inside files, let's use other, because we have already created files. So we are going to say for file name in os dot. So we are going to make use of os again, and then we can make use of list directory. So inside which what will we provide? Source directory, because we want to iterate through the given directory. Correct. So now we'll iterate through each and every file. So now what we can say, we can say if os path, then what we can do is file. We are going to check if it's file or not. Is file. So in this, what we'll do, we'll say os dot, we are going to use again os, and then we are going to just join the path. Correct. So in this, what we'll provide, we'll again provide source and file name. So we are going to go inside the source directory, and we are going to create the file name, put the file name there. Correct. Okay, so now we have put the file name over here, colon we forgot to put. Okay, so if it's file, we are going to join it. Then we are going to check file type. So now what do we want to do? We want to check what is the type of the file. So let's say if it's a mp4 or a pdf, or let's say mp3, what kind of file it is, we want to check. So how can we check is, so we can make use of os, and inside the path we'll take and we'll just split the text. Why? Because we want that the extension we want to check. Correct. So we want only the extension. So what we are saying, file name. So after the file name, we only want the extension, we don't want the file name right now, and we'll convert into lower so that we won't get any errors. Then let's create a variable. So moved, we are going to use it for so that file is moved into inside the folder or not. So initially it will be false because file is currently, all the files are in the same directory right now, so all the files will be here only. Let's do one more thing. Take all these files, put it in single directory only, and delete this directories. Okay, so initially moved will be false. Then we'll again use a for loop, and now what we are going to iterate extensions. We'll create extensions. So we are going to iterate through our every files, correct? In files, so files we have created for the folder name and types, so we are going to check with this the values which we have put. Items, from items we'll get the this lists, correct? JPG, PDF, MP4, what kind of file it is. So we are iterating through it. So after doing that, what we are going to check, we are going to check for the file type. So file type we have taken over here, right? So now we are going to check for the file type, correct? So how will we check this file type is in extension, we'll have to check, correct? Extension we have made extensions. So if it's matching with the extensions, what we'll say, now we'll make use of shuttle because we want to move our files from the root directory to the newly created directory, correct? So in this again we have to put down our path. So what we are going to join over here, same again, source directory and file name. Okay, so we are going to take source directory and file name, and after doing this, what we are going to take, again we are going to take the same only path and join, and inside this what we are going to provide, we are going to provide it with the folder name. Source directory, yes, there is some issue, yeah, spelling mistake, it's okay, change it. So we'll take folder name and file name, correct, so that we get the full path, correct? So now it will be moved, so we'll take our moved variable and make it true so that we know that our file has been moved now, correct? Once it has been moved, we'll just break out of the loop, correct? So after we have done this, what do we do? So we'll check if not moved. So we are checking if it's not moved. Then again what we'll do, we'll take that and put it into the other folders. So we have this empty list, correct? So let's say we don't get any extensions which are from this lists, so we'll put it inside the others folder, correct? So we'll again use the same move method of shuttle. In the inside this, what do we want to do? We want to perform the same again, os dot path dot join, and inside this what do we want to join? The same source directory and file name, correct? So for it will be our first parameter, then second again will be taking the same join, and inside this what will provide? The others directory name, correct? Source directory, and we want to provide it inside the others, correct? And file name will be the same only. So if it's not from any of this, it will be moved inside the others folder, correct? So now we have created the logic. Now what we have to do, only we just have to run it. So what we are going to say, we'll say if its name is equal to main, then only it will run. So if it's main, we'll run this. Okay, so inside main, what do we want to perform? We'll take the input first. Source directory will take as an input. Enter the directory which want to organize. Correct. So over here we are taking the input. Then we'll call our method, which is our method name, organize files. So inside organize files, what do we provide? Our source directory. So after it has been done, we just print a message which is saying that files have been organized. Correct. Yeah, so it's this much code only. Let's try and run this. Let's kill this terminal first and try to run this. Okay, so over here we provide our let's take this path. Let's provide it over here. Okay, so we are getting some errors. Okay, so we have in which line? In 20th line we have made some mistake. Let's see what is this. Okay, we have provided the method name incorrectly. Let's try and run this again. Okay, so now we are getting files have been organized. So let's check if it's been organized. Yeah, so it's working just fine. In images, we are getting our images. In music, all the music files are there. In others, other files are there. And in videos, all the videos are there. There are no documents, so documents folder is empty. Correct. So let's try one more thing. So let's take all of this out of the videos folder. Correct. So now what we want to check, so videos has been already created. So we'll check if it's creating it again or not. Let's copy this time. Okay, so it's saying it has been organized. Yeah, so see, videos is not getting created again, so it's working just fine. So this is how you can create a organizing automation with Python. So if you like this kind of content, kindly leave the thumbs up. We'll create more content like this. I'll see you in the next project. Bye.